people in here than I thought. Good thing I wore deodorant today, right? How are we doing today? Everybody good? Good? That's good. I see some friends in here, maybe, more comfortable, all right? So, today I would like to bring your attention to peoples and societies that don't often come across our public discourse. Shock and awe factor is not there, so news don't cover it. You know the deal. And now, to get that shock and awe factor, I would like you guys to take a few moments to focus on the things that you hold most dear to you, all right? Be it your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, your phone, your pet, your garden. And hold on to that thought. Now, I want you all to close your eyes. Please do so now. All right, come back to me. Now, imagine everything you were thinking about is in this rubble. All of it. Everything that you've ever known is gone. 15 seconds. That's how long it took for the Gorka earthquake on April 25th, 2015 to take 8,000 lives prematurely from this planet. And sadly, it took much, much longer for help to come. Just a few days after, I was deployed with a Maxwell alumni-based organization called Ethos. And that experience allowed me to witness firsthand the vulnerabilities and the devastating destruction that occurred in the villages out in the Himalayan foothills. Now I'd like to share with you a personal story of mine. It tremendously affected my life. There was actually 2 earthquakes. The main earthquake being on April 25th, and the aftershock in May. And on that day, I was deployed with RAKPA, which is another organization based out of Kathmandu, and I was working with a Switzerland nurse called Adina. We were traveling out to this village called Badagan. The trip out there was very, very rough. I swear, all these trips is just so scary that I can't even imagine driving it myself. Literally, and that day, aftershocks came, and I was like, man, one of these landslides hit this truck, it's over, we'll just disappear into the hills. But luckily, obviously, I'm still here, and we made it to the villages. And when we got there, the villagers were very receptive, very open to us, very warm, as we had expected. And me and Adina was very eager to get to work. And, I wanted to test out the little medical skills that I had attained from the military. I wanted to put that to work. So we treated about 20, 25 people all day till about 5 o'clock-ish. And at the end of that day, we were approached by some villagers, and they had told us about this couple named Wongil and Saren. They were just 15 minutes up the mountain. They said, this couple is in extreme distress. They really need your help. And we were, getting ready to leave. But Adina was like, hey, do you want to go? I was like, sure. And being a gentleman that I am, I carried all the bags, obviously. And, we moved up the mountain. And I was not in that great of a shape as I thought I was in. I was pretty winded, so it was pretty embarrassing. But then when I got there, all the tiredness, weariness was gone. I saw this couple swarmed with flies. Their living situation was really no better than a homeless individual in Syracuse, even worse, actually. This couple had not moved for over 2 weeks because they was incapable. Wongil was wheezing so hard that I thought at any moment he would pass right in front of my eyes. And his struggling wife was crawling around trying to get him water to take care of him. And she herself was in extreme suffering as well. Adina later diagnosed them with chronic heart and respiratory conditions. And she said they probably could not last through the weekend, regardless of medical treatment. And if we were to bring them to the hospital, they would not have survived the ride back, which was 8 hours plus. Loss is a sobering phenomenon. Loss reminds us what we hold most dear to us and makes us really reevaluate ourselves. After leaving that village and unable to provide the couple with the critical care that they need to save their lives and at minimum alleviate their suffering, I felt worthless, demoralized, and helpless. But it also allowed me to see the vulnerabilities that they face that we take for granted every single day, such as the access to a national infrastructure, emergency services, electricity, and water. Nepal, you see here, is a magnificent country, obviously with sharp contrasts. Beautiful landscape, but devastating destruction as a result of being located in a diverging tectonic plate zone. Sorry, not a earth science major. These images are not off Google or anywhere else. I took them firsthand from my GoPro, which are permanently attached to my head while I was out there. To show you guys the reality for these people are extremely real. Can you imagine this? Take a second to soak that in. This map here, you see some lit, some not, right? 1.3 billion people today in the 21st century still live in darkness in an age where we have advanced weaponry, advanced medical technology, and deep space exploration. Why is this happening? Places like the Amazon region in Latin America, in our own backyard in North America, in different rural places, in Africa, in Central Asia, Australia, and in different islands across the Pacific. Look at it real quick. You know, just a few months ago, Bill Gates released a video. And in that video, he said, if he could just pick one gift for this world, he would pick energy. Why? Because energy has the greatest impact on mankind. With energy comes all other services. This is the SWAP system. You saw the light. This is what I called bringing common technology to uncommon places. This technology is adaptable and scalable. As you can see here, power tools for disaster context, reconstruction and rebuilding, or tablets for educational initiatives in, let's say, Nicaragua or Guatemala, or establishing communication, like in Africa, where they rely on mobile payments, but without power, how are you going to get paid? Or just lights and gas stoves to improve your quality of life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is technology that is innovative. This is technology with soul and compassion. It is up to each and every single one of you in this room to bring about that consciousness and awareness, to bring these innovations that we take for granted every single day, to help the people that we don't normally see on our televisions or in our backyard. A better connected world. Through disaster relief, I was able to bring innovation like this, simple technology that I learn and take for granted every day, to solve a problem that has such a simple answer, but no one was willing to do this on a large scale. And I would like to leave you with 3 thoughts. Number 1, the next time you wish for something, better hair, bigger muscles, a nicer car, a better education, an awesome vacation, don't. Instead, wish for wisdom so that you could grasp that we are all in the same boat, regardless of our differences, our skin color, our ethnicity, and tradition, because we are all bricks in the same wall. And number 2, to the people of Nepal and to those still living in darkness in these glitch societies across the world, me, Josh, and Ryan, who are here in the audience today, have made the commitment to bridge this global development gap by bringing these simple innovations that otherwise could save so many lives. That is our commitment to these glitch societies. And finally, I would not be here today if it were not for the sacrifices of my brothers in arms. They allowed me to be here. Also, the Marines and Nepali soldiers that were lost in a chopper crash in their service to those in distress. To these communities and to the veterans suffering in the dark, I say to them, I've been there in the darkness with you. To the veterans, I've stared down the barrel of my own gun. I've self-medicated. I've been there. Help is available, and it is coming to you. And seeking help is not cowardice, but rather courage beyond belief. And I would like to leave that to all of you guys as a challenge. Thank you so much.